Have you ever wondered how a simple card game from the 14th century ended up being a worldwide tool for divination and self-reflection? Imagine you're in 14th century Italy in the midst of a bustling social gathering. A group gathers around a table, their attention captured by an elaborate deck of cards. But this isn't just any deck of cards. These are tarot cards, the early form of what we know today as tarot. Little did these players realize that this simple form of entertainment would evolve over the centuries into a global phenomenon. The tarot decks of that era were made up of 78 cards in total. The structure was similar to our modern 52 card-playing decks. But the unique twist that set tarot apart was a special fifth group of cards, 22 symbolic trump cards, which later became known as the I Major Arcana. This intriguing group included cards with names like the Fool, the Magician, the Empress, the Emperor, and Death. These unique and enigmatic major arcana cards are now some of the most identifiable cards in a tarot deck and are a significant part of why tarot is so distinct. Originally, these cards were numbered I to XI, with the Fool often unnumbered or numbered 22, 0, or even placed between 20 and 21. However, it's important to note that in the 14th century, these cards were primarily used for game playing. The mystical and divinatory associations we connect with tarot cards today didn't come into play until much later in history, around the 18th century. As we move forward from the 14th century, tarot remained a popular card game for centuries, with no significant associations with divination or the occult. But as we land in the late 18th century, an intriguing shift starts to take place. A French clergyman named Antoine Court de Gébelin becomes a pivotal figure in our tale. Court de Gébelin was a Protestant pastor, Freemason, and scholar interested in languages and symbolism. He's best known for his 9-volume work, Le Monde Primitif, which looked at religious symbolism and its roots in the ancient world. In the 8th volume, published in 1781, Court de Gébelin wrote an essay on the tarot. He made the radical claim that tarot wasn't just a card game. According to him, the tarot was actually an ancient book of wisdom, a secret key to the universe, and a repository of the mystical knowledge of the ancient Egyptians. Court de Gébelin argued that the symbolism in the tarot images was deep and rich with ancient wisdom. He believed the 22 major arcana cards represented the hieroglyphic paintings in Egyptian temples, carrying profound spiritual and philosophical insights. However, it's important to note that Court de Gébelin's theories were largely speculative. He didn't have solid evidence to back up his claims, and his interpretations were heavily influenced by his own spiritual and symbolic beliefs. In fact, his theories came out before the Rosetta Stone was discovered, which was the key to understanding Egyptian hieroglyphs. Yet, despite the lack of empirical evidence, Court de Gébelin's idea struck a chord and began to spread. His theories inspired a renewed interest in the tarot and gave it a new function, as a tool for divination and self-discovery. This was a major turning point in the history of tarot, setting the stage for its evolution into the modern mystical tool we know today. In our contemporary world, tarot cards have transcended their origins as a card game and have permeated various aspects of popular culture. They're not just associated with fortune tellers and psychics anymore, but are used by people from all walks of life, for numerous reasons. One common use of tarot cards today is for personal introspection and self-guidance. Many people turn to tarot as a tool for personal growth and self-understanding. They use the cards to tap into their intuition and explore their thoughts, feelings, and experiences on a deeper level. In this sense, tarot can be seen as a form of meditation or mindfulness practice. In the realm of spirituality and the metaphysical, tarot is often used as a divination tool, helping individuals explore possible future outcomes or circumstances. Tarot readers guide these explorations, interpreting the card's symbolic meanings and their configurations in various spreads. Interestingly, tarot has also found its place in therapy and counseling settings. Some psychotherapists use tarot cards to aid in discussions about feelings or life situations, finding that the visual symbols can help clients articulate their experiences and emotions more effectively. Furthermore, tarot has a significant presence in art and popular culture. You'll find tarot imagery in books, movies, and TV shows, often used to symbolize fate, knowledge, or the search for truth. In the art world, many artists create their own unique tarot decks, inspired by the rich symbolism and history of the cards. In the digital age, tarot has taken on new forms with online tarot readings, tarot apps, and virtual tarot communities becoming increasingly popular. Many people learn to read tarot cards through online courses or platforms, indicating how tarot continues to evolve with technology. So, in the 21st century, tarot has come a long way from its origins as a card game in 14th century Italy. Whether used for personal insight, spiritual exploration, therapeutic conversation, or artistic inspiration, tarot cards continue to captivate with their rich symbolism and capacity to spark the imagination. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more thrilling historical tales.